guys, welcome back. We're at CTC Auto Ranch, north of Dallas. Let's check it out.
All right, we're gonna get started over here in the corner by the office where you first come in. Check out the cars they got along the fence line here. These are their project cars that I believe they're selling whole. Unfortunately, there's not really any information written on any of them, but these are ones that they are selling as whole project cars. So if you see anything you're interested in, you could always call them and acquire on that. So just check these out. Pretty solid four-door Oldsmobile. Now, if we don't get into these cars a whole lot, we apologize, but they asked us to not open doors, open hoods, trunks, things like that, because they said they get too many people in here that come in here, they don't know how to properly open close stuff, and they damage some of the bodies and everything. So we're going to respect their wishes and just show you. We can show you without really touching the cars too much. So that's why we're not really opening anything. Nice little Monte Carlo here. Interior is pretty roach, but it is all there. Yeah, it's got that funky early 70s style that I like, or not early, mid 70s style, I guess, that I like. So what do you think of that one, Sawyer? You'll be
good
first.
NASCAR recreation car.
Be good what recreation?
NASCAR recreation car.
Oh,
that's what most of the people do with these. Make them dirt track cars or something.
Oh, that's what he's popular for?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Monte Carlo. Toss some big block or 400 small block.
Oh, that's cool.
Pop it up, make a little dirt track.
That's cool. And then we got a Oldsmobile Omega. This is the type of funky cars when I was a kid my grandmother would always drive. And it was all, even back then, paint was all fast. She lived up in Lubbock. And I remember she always drove these, not necessarily an Omega, but kind of like these funky GM cars like this. And we'd be going to church. She'd be hauling butt, flying through red lights, everything. So anytime I see a funky late 70s, early 80s car like this, it reminds me of her. So, yeah. And then this is a pretty nice little, is that a Dodge or DeSoto? 50s.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'll tell you one thing, it's pretty good shape. Interior's all there. Not too shabby. See, they get the grasshoppers here like we're at Brown's. And it's missing some chrome up front, which is disappointing because that stuff is probably not hard or not easy to find. Probably hard to get fixed up. It's third gen Chargers here. Yeah. It's got the poverty caps on there, at least one of them.
No, it's got all four.
Oh, it does? It's missing one. Yeah, 3 of the 4. I don't know what the exterior color would have been, but blue. Interior's pretty nice. Well, I guess the blue interior was nice.
70 tree.
Yeah. Sean's got a couple of these, but his are not quite as complete. These look good fixed up. You don't see them all that often fixed up, but they look good.
Yeah. I like the patina on that one.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Mopar guys don't seem to be much into patina, but yeah, it's decent. These funky old 40s cars here. Early 40s Chevy. Coupe. Both of them coupes. And this one, I don't know. That's Oldsmobile or... I think that's Oldsmobile, but I'm not real sure. It might not even be GM, I don't know. Looks good though. Kind of got a long nose on there to look good. Fixed up. And then this is sweet here. So Buick LeSabre convertible. Red with white interior, that would have been nice. Floorboards are still in there, which is pretty good for a convertible with no top left. He's got good patina too. You into that thing. That'd make one hell of a project right there. Newer LeSabre here. I've seen a few of these around. They must have been made pretty good because I still see them every now and then unrestored driving around. This one looks like they redid the top on this one. I don't doubt, because every time I see them, they're usually pretty heavily rusted on the roof lines. Interior's mostly there though.
I bet it would be a comfy car
Probably.
for the ride.
Yeah. And then it's got the old Monroe, Terrell, Texas. Yeah. Delivered to CTC Auto Ranch, so.
Pallet truck or mail truck.
Yeah, that's cool.
Just a piece of,
Does that go with the truck or?
yeah, it's bolted on it.
Oh wow, for hay bales?
I don't know.
Looks like it maybe be for round bales, yeah.
Looks like it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, another square body. They're still everywhere. Everywhere we go has them. I don't think we've been to a place yet that doesn't have a handful of them at least.
yeah, there's a key in the door.
4-wheel drive Eagle. Like it. Unibody Ford truck.
Yeah.
I think he only made those a couple years. Kind of early 60s. It's good though. That's a real solid project. It's got a little rust down in the bed panel, but I'm sure that's not hard to get. Sawyer's a little bummed out. He's upset. Not only can we not touch the vehicles for the most part, but the whole valley back there of their parts cars are a no-go zone. They said they get too many people go in there and steal and vandalized, so unfortunately that ruins it for the rest of us. So he's a little bummed we can't go into all that, but I still said, hey, there's plenty here for us to look at.
More like I'm scheming.
He's scheming. Good luck. It's not gonna help you. So here you go, Keegan. It's up your alley. El Camino, huh?
Both whistle.
You like the funky stuff, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buick Electrica. Or however you say its name.
Electra. Electra.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's Buick Electra.
This is the same wagon that's parked out behind my school.
Yeah. There's one behind his middle school. He asked the school if they would sell it. It's been sitting there for years, and they said they don't know who owns it. So they can't get rid of it because they don't know whose it is. But it's been there for years. It's old Buick like that.
Just buy that one.
You buy that? Yeah. This Wildcat's nice.
Yeah.
Like fixed up, these are sharp cars. A lot of people don't think of Buick when they think of the old muscle cars, but these are pretty nice fixed up. And this one's really solid. The interior's been redone, but it's all there. Yep. That is a solid project car right there. Hornet Sportabout. Definitely tell it's AMC. They always have these door handles like that. It's like every AMC from this era. You can tell it's an AMC just off door handles alone. Yep. Dark Special. Is that a Buick Regal? Yeah. And this is more along the lines of what I like, these big funky 70s ocean liners here, especially green. What was this, Chrysler 300 or?
Newport Custom.
Newport Custom, yeah, I love these big funky cars.
Top.
And green, the funky cut ones I like in green too.
Also
Yeah, it had a white vinyl top. Would have been decent, you know, looking for what it is. Yeah, white interior. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, New York Custom right there. Big grill bumper. That's cool. Little V-dub. Beetle. I always love how patriotic people are when they have their foreign cars. See the Tacomas all the time with a little American flag inside the Tacoma. You get a Volkswagen with the USA symbol on there. What does it say? I'm going to attempt to say whatever it is. I don't know. Another big Chrysler here. Out of Chester Moore, Denton. pretty cool back end. I like that. Yeah, this one unfortunately vinyl top's chewed on it. Looks like it had a green vinyl top with gold paint. That would have been weird looking, but okay. British car. Nice little Jag. I know nothing about British cars. Got a friend that knows everything about them though. Alright, another. He's got funky old Lincoln here. This is sick. Yeah, this old Pontiac, man, those tail lights are something else. The whole back end. That is really neat. I love the, look at this. That is cool.
Double barrel.
Yeah, that is cool. Two-door hardtop too.
Yeah.
From the front, almost looks reminiscent of 59 Chevy from that angle. That's cool. That is some sharp styling. You got a 5.0. Sonny's and Irving.
Pretty sure it's an early Fox body.
Yeah, let's see. I don't know Fox bodies real well, but I can usually tell if they look early or late. Yeah, that's definitely an early, probably like a, when they come out with Fox body, 78, 79?
I don't know.
It's the early one for sure.
Yeah.
That's all I can tell you. Lark 8.
Saw a few of these.
Yeah, they had a few of them. Our last video, or our next video, depends on when we post these. But yeah, when we went to Browns, we came up North Texas, did Browns yesterday, and we're doing CTC today. Not sure how they'll get uploaded though. Now this, we have one back home, 54 Chevy Suburban. Ours is complete. This one's pretty much just the body, and I don't even think it's got the frame, just the body. But ours is from Virginia, so it's rustier than this one. But this one's a solid old body on there, or at least much more solid than ours. But it's 54. So since I don't know a lot of these other cars, I'll tell you why I know this is a 54. This is actually something we do know about. Obviously, your first giveaway is the non-split windshield. It's the curve, doesn't have the piece in the middle with it split. The front fenders here, they go more to a point if they're 47 to 53 fenders. 54, 55 first series go to that curve. This is the, you can tell the outline of the emblem for 54, 55 first series. They just look different. The other ones are more flat on the bottom and then go up pointing on the top. This is the opposite. And then the 54s had the same side hood emblems as 53s. And then the 55 first series had a different little emblem through there. So with all that being said, assuming everything on there is original, should be a 54. Although that, no, I guess the hood and the front fender have the same paint on what paint is left. So yeah, it could be original hood. So that's what makes me think it's a 54. Still got some of the, looks like the front seat and the jump seat in there, and that's about it. Actually, you know what, now I'm looking at it, still a 54, but it's not a Chevy. The Chevys had circles for their dashes. This is a GMC dash in here, so it would be a 54 GMC, which means that hood probably isn't correct, because they wouldn't, I think the GMCs had different emblems, but I could be wrong on that part. But yeah, it's 54 5, but that dash tells me it's a GMC with a Chevy hood. Actually, that's definitely a different hood, because the front end on the GMCs dip up and that one's not. So it's a 54 5 GMC with a 54 Chevy hood. So hope you wanted to know. If not, sorry. Boys are outpacing me.
Yeah.
You want to put your 2 cents in on any of these cars? You don't have to. Whew! It was 105 yesterday. It was about 105 today. I'm already feeling the heat. It's not even close to noon. It's already probably 95 degrees out here. These cars, even like yesterday, man, you go to touch them, it'd be so hot. So, got a little dart here. You ain't got to wonder what's under there. I got the hood up for it, shows nothing in there. Old 70s Camaro. This one's missing a few parts. Interior's barely hanging in there. This little 46 through 8 Ford two-door sedan. Not a big into the late 40s cars. Even though I got a couple of them Dodges, but the late 40s Fords are pretty cool. But I'm also a huge Back to the Future fan, so I probably also like them because Biff's convertible. The dash is pretty with all that chrome work. It's a big clock on there too. Yeah. This one's nice. Little coupe over here. What's that coupe? Is that a Ford or Mercury, or someone did some custom work on the back here?
It's a Ford.
Okay, yeah.
Well, if you look over here, you can see they have bucket seats and a floor.
Yeah, you can tell they've done some custom work for sure. Wow.
Look at the floor shifter. It's like a
Wow.
racing one.
A bunch of switches and lights and stuff in there. Yeah, this is probably all
It's a race car.
all probably done up in the 70s or 80s, I would guess. Yeah. It could still be taken back to original though, I think.
Pretty sure.
Yeah. Be a good looking car fixed up. Not sure what their vision was for it, but
Racing.
yeah.
That's why it's a two-door.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Duster.
Duster?
Yep.
Looks like it got dusted all right.
Yeah.
Ain't much left of it, but the body.
It's a rolling shell,
Yeah. It's got pieces in there.
Yeah, like a
Different trim pieces and stuff.
bunch of stuff.
Yeah. Little Trans Am. T-top.
This rear end somebody, it looks like, because the bumper's pushed it.
Could be. Yeah. Would have been, looks like it would have been pretty top of the line though, new. It's got the scoop hood, or faux scoop hood. The T-tops.
Glass T-tops at that. It's like a sunroof.
Yeah, days like this you wouldn't want anything like that. Even if you have AC, it'd be baking you. It's got the,
it's got all
I don't know what you call those wheels. Are those rally or just, but it's got the fancy wheels. Yeah, that would have been,
it's got all four fancy wheels.
Yeah, it would have been pretty top of the line Trans Am back when it was new. And we're gonna probably skip past the S10 Blazer. Early 50s Chevy here, I think. Got some sort of custom aftermarket wheels. The interior is pretty much gone. Yeah, I don't know exactly what year. It's probably between 51 and 2 probably. Same thing here, 51. I just don't know the exact years on these early 50s Chevys. So, yeah, this one's a little bit more complete. You point at this one, you wanted to say something?
Tom Petty 71 or 2 70, 71 or 72 Duster.
71 or 2? Tom Petty blue. Is that a factory color they had?
Yep.
So this could be a factory Tom Petty. So I would make it a little bit desirable just for that aspect of it.
Yeah, and you can tell it's non-vinyl because it's been leaded across where they put the seam.
Okay.
And it was someone's hot rod because it has an old cam sticker right here and an added oil pressure gauge. And someone had a hood scoop on it at one time with a cut right here.
Yeah.
So it's probably pretty hot rodded back in the day.
And then there's the old VIN on there. For anyone that knows about that, it's got the old little Duster emblem there. Yeah, it's a pretty color too. I mean, Tom Petty's race car. Has he got anything under there?
No.
Nope, nothing under the hood.
The grill's pretty good though.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
For most Duster grills.
Oh, okay. Okay, you try to find what little shade you can get. Yeah. That's one thing about these junkyards. Not a lot of shade. Oh, come on. Ah, y'all getting big.
I don't got sticker burrs on my back.
Toss you up in the air. And now you're huge. Okay. Back to the car we did our intro next to. Yeah. Old Lincoln Continental convertible. I think, I believe this is late 60s, if I'm not mistaken.
Early 60s.
Well, it's newer, like the one that's so famous here in Dallas area, the JFK assassination. They're different. This is like a newer version of that. So either way, I know it's newer. And he was assassinated in 64 is what someone said yesterday. Someone
63.
63. The guy was.
He was in a 64.
It was a 64 model, was brand new come out. The guy at the other junkyard was telling us about that. And so this is newer than that 64 model. Yeah, someone twisted that around. Look at all the stuff in here.
They ripped these out. This is the only one that's still.
I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why someone pulled all that stuff up, but yeah.
Vandalism.
It's still good-looking cars when they're fixed up. But I think they take a lot of money to fix up because they're, you know, they're just high-end cars, so you have to put a lot of high-end components back in there, rebuilt and everything. And then a couple of 70s Camaros here. There was 100 of those yesterday out there. A two-door hardtop. Valera 500, huh? Yep. Not too bad. I think someone went down on the windshield on it. Seats are thrashed in the front. Little Corvair. Still got the thing on there. Bill Hurd, USA. License plate last registered in 72 according to the license plate. Yep. Here's a Cadillac. Old Eldorado. See if we can see the inside. I'll tell you one thing. These interiors up here, the bodies are pretty decent, but man, these interiors on these cars up here are just gone. We're at the interiors, I mean, I'm not saying they're great, but they're not this thrashed on the interiors. Now our bodies, of course, we're at are a lot rustier. This wagon's nice. Yeah, four-door wagon, 210, 50, three-row, yeah, 57. Pretty solid. Be a nice little project car. Someone wants a wagon. Not missing too much. You couldn't easily find that. Oh yeah, the fold flat. These fold flat seats would be nice when we're doing road trips. We sleep in the back, although I don't know, we're probably too long even for that. Little S10.
I like S10s.
Yeah, they're cool. I mean, as long as you're not trying to haul big trailers, they'll get the job done. Now it's a long bed too, which means you probably put anything you need to from the.
It's got the option sheet right there, dealer sheet.
Oh, see if you can hold that over there. Huh. It's pretty interesting. Interior's decent on this one. It's got the key in the ignition, probably ready to go right now.
I wonder how much they want for it.
You could ask them. I wouldn't think too much, but
2.8 liters.
These used to be about nothing to get, but everything's bringing good money now.
I wonder how much they want for Mustang 2s.
Oh, I don't know.
$300?
That's the old price. Yeah, little Mustang 2.
The new price
Another.
Hold on, I'm pretty sure you could still get one in like that condition for under $1,000.
Yeah, I don't know. You could ask them.
No, I'm not gonna get a Mustang.
But you're still paying on that tractor you got. Another little Corvair here. And then we got, what is this back here? It says Spirit GT. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what this is. Hey, what's the Spirit GT?
The AMC.
It's AMC. Should have known by the door handles. It even said you can tell AMC cars by door handles, and then this one has the AMC door handles, and I'm like, what is it?
You can also just tell because it looks like an Eagle.
Yeah, is it four-wheel drive? Or no?
No.
Just regular. Okay.
There was one up there that was four-wheel drive. It's a Spirit.
This one was last on the road in the mid-90s. It says that like 1 year only Texas plate from like 95 or something. This is a little 280Z, isn't it?
Thanks.
Yeah, or it's some sort of Datsun, I believe.
Yeah, it's got the little flat wheels and stuff.
Oh my God, look at the mouse poop in there. It's everywhere. It's in the center console, the seat, behind the seat, back there. Wow, I've never seen a car with so much mouse poop in it. That is unreal. Yeah. Little mid-90s Camaro, 70s Camaro. This Pontiac's cool. Yeah, Pontiac Bonneville, two-door hardtop.
Big car.
I mean, I really love 60s Pontiacs. My fear is since they stopped making Pontiacs, as time goes by, I'm afraid there's going to be less and less interest in them and less support for them since they're orphaned now. And I don't want to...
Bonneville up front that says Grand Prix.
Grand Prix here. And I'm sure maybe some parts been changed over here. Unless they have a... They might have a Bonneville Grand Prix.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not big on Pontiac.
Yeah. But I'm just afraid with them being orphaned, the support network for aftermarket parts is going to dwindle over the years. And I'm not going to lie, I'm afraid demand and values would drift lower over time because
Pontiac GTO.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, you know, eventually cars that are orphaned, less and less people are interested in them in the old ones because they don't buy the new ones. You know, Chevy and Ford going strong today sure as heck doesn't hurt their values on old ones. Yeah, nice Torino. This is Torino, right? Yeah.
Yeah. It's on the back.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Cutlass 88.
Cutlass 88.
Two Mustang 2s.
Vinyl top, trying to hang in there best it can.
There's one regular Mustang 2 and then there's a hatchback Mustang 2. I don't know which one would be better for racing.
Racing, I don't know.
Anything.
Normally desirabilities, well, would be a fastback. I don't know about a hatchback, but
yeah.
I don't know. This one kind of resembles a bit of a Fox body look. I kind of see, looking at this, you can kind of tell where to get the Fox body style because this back end looks very Fox body-ish. Look at these cars from the front real fast. This one would have been black with white interior. That would have been interesting looking. Yeah, front end's pretty much the same, so they got to be similar years, not the same. Side view mirrors are a little different on them. Yeah, and then we got here Ford Falcon, I believe 64. In the late 60s Ford truck here.
Yeah.
Green would have been nice.
It's got two cross members in there. I don't know if you want to ask about it.
I'll look at them. Yeah. Bed's pretty rough. Holy moly, that bed is rough. Wow, I'm surprised for solid those things up here. This thing's pretty rough. I guess maybe they got it from East Texas or somewhere. Because you don't have to go very far east. It starts getting a lot greener than here. So it must have been from further east than here, further south too, where it starts getting wetter too.
Someone faked themselves a Cheyenne.
It's a fake Cheyenne?
It's, well, at least on the Spid, it says it has the cab light, but then it says custom sport truck.
Well, custom sport truck is a Cheyenne option.
Oh.
So the cab light was part of the Cheyenne or custom sport truck.
So it's probably still a Cheyenne.
And then if it's probably a 71, and then in 71 on the Spid, sometimes it would say Cheyenne, sometimes it would still say custom sport truck. Because 70 and older, the top of the line was a custom sport truck. So in 71, I've seen Spids where it'll say Cheyenne or custom sport truck. I'm not sure how well that's able to be read on camera, but yeah. I like that green, the dark green interior with the leather green, but yeah, 4 seasons air conditioning, comfort tilt steering, of course that's gone. White, medium olive, custom, sport truck. Yeah, I don't see anything on here that tells me that.
It's got wood grain.
Yeah, that would have been part of Cheyenne package, the wood grain trim. Yeah, I don't see anything on here that tells me that someone did anything funky. That's pretty much as original.
Maybe a disc brake truck?
71, it was an option, and I believe this is a 71, and it doesn't have that on the options list, so it would have probably been a drum. Another way you can tell on 71s was the only year they would have had it, but on a tailgate, there would have been a little sticker that said disc brake if it had it, and they only did it in 71 because by 72, disc brakes were standard and they got rid of the sticker. But no, this is pretty much an original 71 Cheyenne that someone of course took comfort tilt steering out of, which I don't blame, because that's definitely a desirable option. So
how much like a truck would this go for? In
this shape, I mean, I don't know, everything in price wise is going up. When I was buying and selling trucks like this 10-12 years ago, I mean, this would have been at most I mean, this probably would have been like $800. Wouldn't have shocked me if you saw it as cheap as 400 or as high as maybe a grand. But I mean, I don't think, but that was 10-12 years ago. Nowadays, I wouldn't surprise me if they got asked 3-4 grand for it. I don't know. I mean, I personally don't think it's worth maybe 1,200-1,500, but I've already got a bunch of these, so it's easy for me to say I wouldn't pay a lot for them. Funky old 70s Chevy. Another green car. At least the front end's green. Interior's better than most of the cars out here's interior are. It's got the old dealer thing. Man, we're seeing so many of these dealer places. Friendly Dallas. That's cool. Truck's full engine stuff. What is that? I wonder what that is. Oldsmobile, maybe?
I think so.
Yeah. When you're not real familiar with the cars and they're missing their grills and all the badging, it can be confusing. Oh, long bed step F100 here.
Yeah.
Seems to be in,
Denton.
yeah, pretty solid shape. Someone jacked up the hood. Interior's all there. Decent shape. Cab seems in good shape. Be a good work truck for someone. Couple more 67 72s, huh? This one's a GMC.
This truck has a few parts I could use.
Yeah, 67. We saw the yard yesterday had a ton of 67s in it. Like everything it had was 67s, and they're all small window cabs. Yeah, GMC. Look at the baby blue.
This part.
This one's got the SPID too, but you can't read it. It's pretty much worn off. I can tell you by looking at it, it was automatic truck.
AC truck.
Yeah, let's see. Does it have AC vents in there? Yeah, AC truck. No engine or anything left in there though.
See, look, this truck has the front end I could use.
Yeah, but I think this one they're trying to sell for projects. So, but I bet they got some out there.
I bet if we
They got a few of them out there.
I bet if we asked, we're looking at, or said that we're looking for parts, they might let us out there, like specific part.
Maybe, I'm not sure. Seems a custom.
Hey,
Yeah,
Dad,
someone's pulled a few parts out of this. They had the old wood bed.
Yeah. Dad, would a C10 have 6 lug front?
This year it would have.
Well, what about on that GMC? Or is that
Depends on the year. 72 is when they went 5 lug.
71 and 0.
71 they went 5 lug. Yeah, 71 they went 5 lugs.
69, 70. If I can.
Yeah, 70 and older for sure were.
1500, yeah. This is
Yeah.
older than
70 and older for sure I know were 6 lug. All right, so we had to take a little water break because it's hot. We'll keep on chugging along. Got the late 70s Ford.
Fords are quite taller than the
Yeah,
Chevys.
this is, yeah, it is.
Two-wheel drive too.
They do have a bigger, bulkier look in the 70s than the Chevys did for sure. And that's what we were talking to the guy over at Brown's. He said he liked these better.
I think this one's like a 3/4 ton or 1.
Well, it's 250, so it's definitely 3/4 ton. But the guy was saying he liked these because 70s Fords are better because they had a tougher look than the more, I guess, refined looking 6772 look. Also, they don't have prices on these trucks out here or cars out here, but just to give you reference, we did ask about the 71 Cheyenne right here, and they said that they're asking $2,995. So that maybe give you a little bit of an idea of where they're at price wise for stuff. We didn't want to bother the guy too much, you know, he's trying to work the front counter, but we asked about that just out of curiosity. So yeah, a little Mazda truck, mid-60s Ford here. Yeah, something happened hardcore to that door. My goodness. Hadn't been on the road since 97.
'57 4-door
Yeah, 57 four-door sedan. It was a 150. You could tell by the trim. It was just, you could see where it just had the one piece of trim there and there. So it would have been about as base model as they came right there.
Passenger side fender. Brand new.
Yep. Or at least replaced or something. But yeah, a base model 150. 80s Cadillac. Another 80s Cadillac.
90s.
Yeah, 90s Cadillac. And then this is a little bit more interesting. A little coupe here. Pre-World War II, early 40s. Tell because most of the early 40s, if they were pre-World War II, most of their fenders would end here before the door. And then post-World War II, most of the curves of the fenders went into the door. So that's usually how I tell if it's pre-World War II or post-World War II when it's a 40s car. This was a Plymouth here. So I know it's not always accurate way to tell, but usually that'll let you know if you're looking at a pre-World War II or post-World War II 40s car. And there ain't much left of this thing. What was this? A 60 Chevy? I guess. Yeah, I guess wagon.
Yeah,
Someone took the whole roof and everything off of that one.
yeah.
I don't think this is a project car, even though they got in the project section, unless someone is buying it for the bottom end or something.
Or it might be a El Camino.
No, I'm pretty sure it was I guess it could have been, but I'm pretty sure it was a wagon, but I don't know. Well, yeah, I don't know.
It was a wagon.
Yeah, I think so. Either way, it's I don't think it's restorable anymore. Although it does still have some good although it still has some decent panels on there.
73 truck.
Yeah, registered as truck, so yeah, it's interesting.
I think it's El Camino.
Maybe it was, yeah.
It's kind of unique. El Caminos are registered as trucks.
Oh, were they? So maybe that's what it is.
That's what the plate shows.
Well, that's what the plate shows, yeah. And then Ford Crown Victoria. The Chrysler wagon here. It's kind of cool in a funky way. Put them fold down seats back there too. Now this one definitely is long enough. Someone about 6.5 foot tall could sleep back there. Got a little damage over here. Somebody busted out. Once again, looks like another pre-World War II car. Plymouth.
Ooh, look at that leg room in the back.
What is it?
Look at the leg room.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's where
Not much space back there. Pretty solid little coupe though.
Yeah.
You know what? 5051 Ford.
No, Chevy. That's a shoebox.
Pretty
Ford.
sure,
Oh.
yeah, it's a 5051 Ford.
I thought the emblem on the steering wheel was a Chevy.
Yeah. Four-door sedan.
I haven't seen any of these ever.
Yep. Lark 2.
Yep, we definitely.
Nope. Lark 6.
I don't know. V1.
That should be 6. What is this?
I like the wheels on this car.
Yeah. Kind of got a wild look to it. Late 70s.
It's also got that real little steering wheel.
Oh yeah. Little aftermarket steering wheels are real tiny, yeah. Another 60 Chevy here. What's left of it. Oh, goodness. Another shoebox Ford here. He hit something that the grill got smashed in a bit. This one hadn't been on the road since '73. It's amazing that these cars hadn't been on the road since the 60s or 70s and they're still somehow around. You'd think a car had been off the road that long ago, especially when they weren't even that collectible or collectible to all of them. They just weren't just sent to the junkyard and scrapped out. This one's got no interior left on it. Body's good though.
This one was an automatic. But
Oh, it's funny. The front plate is 73. The back plate's 67 on this one, I believe.
This one's 72.
72, yeah.
It's an automatic.
72.
Had the 4-O-matic.
Yeah, automatic.
That's cool. They're all 4 doors. This was a 2-door. The other 2 were 4 doors.
This one's a
No Plymouth. Late 70s, yeah.
Valiant or Savoy or something.
Yeah.
There's a nice, actually kind of,
Oldsmobile.
probably drive that one like it is today.
Yeah. It's cool.
Got a cover Bondo underneath.
Yeah, it's just a bundle here and there. Also Skylark. Yeah. Like this Skylark. And another little Rambler. Looks like it was last on the road in the mid-80s. And we got an old Cadillac like this we used for nothing. It's been rusting away. Little Z here. What is it, like an 80s? I've not seen one quite like this. Huh? Oh, okay. What year do you think it would be? Got the T-tops and everything. Looks 80s to me, huh?
Yeah.
So Willys station wagons.
This one was originally 4-wheel drive, so we got
This one took off the front 4-wheel drive axle on it. This one's got 1963 Willys over them. That's cool.
Buy these seat covers in here, Dad.
At least the hood.
Yeah. See quite a few of these the old junkyards we've gone to, yeah. Yeah.
Look, that one's
Guys,
bigger.
look.
This
This is a real Dodge Challenger. For real, we found one in a junkyard.
we could buy the Dodge
Yeah, not the
Challenger
most
today.
desirable year, but it is Dodge
This is our
Challenger.
thumbnail car. Wait, no, the thumbnail. We found a real Dodge Challenger for cheap.
We gotta take a couple, yeah. All right, and this is a Ford Galaxy, I believe, here.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell you the exact year. I think 64 if I'm guessing. Floorboards are in pretty darn good shape though.
I might have to buy these seat covers out of this car.
You want the seat covers out of there? Oh my goodness, yeah. Look at that, nice. That's a solid body on there. That's all you're getting though with it. Another Ford LTD. That's cool in the funky way. Another Dodge here. $440.
I'll keep the rear seat out.
CTC for 7. Been off the road since 2011.
Yeah.
This is the third junkyard in a row we've gone to that has one of these funky old things. Sean has the one for what, 700. It's obviously rustier than this one, the one at Brown's, but for $7.
See, we should get this one and road trip
Yeah.
over to Sean's and get it.
Yeah. This one doesn't have the sunroof like Sean's has, and that one we saw at Brown's also had the sunroof. This one doesn't, but it does have, yeah, sweet aftermarket tag. Someone tinted the hell out of the interior on that.
4-speed.
It's got a B&M shifter in there too. Yeah.
I
This
like
one's, this one's actually probably the best shape of the three we've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually decent. It's out of Lubbock. Kenneth Tubbs, Lubbock. Yeah, the Willys.
Yeah.
That's a hood ornament right there. Someone crushed the roof in. It's got a Hudson radio. It's pretty cool. Cut the little baby fins back here. Looks like it was last on the road in '69.
Yeet.
Mid-50s Ford Victoria. Last place is 69 also. Just a roller. Country Squire. This is similar to one we saw at Sean's, isn't it?
Yeah, but because it's a country sedan, so then you have to take those campers. People like the country sedans more nowadays because they don't have them.
Okay. Yeah, quite similar to what he had. I don't know, they're not quite the same year, but they're real similar.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's 69 or 70.
Yeah. Or Packard Clipper, yeah. And Packard went all in on the like nautical theme towards the end there. We were seeing them yesterday at Brown's. They had all types of like old ship wheels and stuff on there.
Probably one of my favorite looking or styled 50s cars.
The Packard Clipper?
Yeah.
Okay.
Still a lot from Cadillac.
It's got the old like blue on blue.
Yeah.
It look cool going down Galveston Boulevard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Where you got that hookup from?
Yeah, we got a buddy that does metal detecting, and he was metal detecting. He found an old Packard hubcap like that, and he gave it to us. So probably came off with something like this. It's good shape. Got the old nautical wheel there too. And fins will stab you if you run into them though. I've seen those fins cut off. People put them on different hot rods, lead sleds and stuff. Yeah, that's cool. Is it a Coronet?
I think it's a 70 Coronet front, but it's a 70 Plymouth rear.
Oh, okay.
If I remember correctly, Dodge didn't have these side scoops like this.
Okay.
They have like a side scoop that kind of look like their hood scoops, but on the side.
VIN right there, tell someone. There it is.
And if I'm wrong, right?
Yeah.
There's an AC card, either way.
We don't get as many people correcting us on things as I thought we would, but I'm sure over time we'll get more and more people to do that. It's only got one trunk hinge holding it on. Little Bel Air, 4-door.
Wagoneer.
Yeah. Out of Oklahoma Association of Chiefs of Police. A 40 Ford next to it. Sorry about the noise, we are right next to this highway right here. Yeah, two-door sedan. Sitting up high and funky, which tells me maybe it's not on, I don't know what's going on with that frame when it's sitting up so high. Interior's just gone again. Limo, early 90s limo. Yeah, it could be late 80s. All I know is it's anything but luxury these days. The soda wagon's kind of neat, yeah. Oh. Interesting. It's got like faux alligator skin.
Town and Country wagon. Yeah, you saw the Cadillac?
Yeah, I mean, I painted on it a little bit, but it's pretty rotten.
Well, did you see it has 3 or 6 doors?
Yeah, yeah. So it's probably more like an airport limo or something, not really for luxury, just for hauling a bunch of people around.
Yeah. Well, look, California black and yellow.
It sure does. Got an old California black plate.
Probably explains why it's so nice.
Good Cadillac here.
It's an okay Cadillac.
Yeah. Vinyl top. All that foam that held moisture when it vinyl rots away. unfortunately, this is about as far in as we're probably allowed to venture. I think we're starting to get into the junkyard. And like I said earlier, they said we can't really go in the junkyard area. It's a shame because you can see all types of really, really cool stuff down there. Probably at least 1,000 cars or better. But, you know, people stealing from them kind of ruin that for the rest of us. And then back behind those buildings, I think they got another section full of junk cars. But yeah, from here you just see all types of stuff. Looks like mostly 60s, 70s cars, although I do see older stuff, some 50s cars and trucks and stuff down in there. Keegan, I think you're far enough back. But I think this, technically we're not really supposed to be past here, so we'll kind of show what we can show here and on the way back. Because like I said, I definitely want to respect what they asked us, you know, where they asked us not to go and what they asked us not to do. So definitely, if you go to these junkyards and there's stipulations, definitely follow them. You know, we gotta remember this is private property. They're allowing us to come on their property and all this. So we definitely want to make sure we you know, respect the yard owners, because if too many people don't do that, we're gonna have more and more yards like this where you either have limited access or no access at all. So let's definitely make sure we can keep these yard owners happy with us and wanting us to come and, you know, buy stuff from them and tour and everything. So anyhow, so we'll kind of start our way back and show the cars that we can show on the way back. They got a ton 70s Camaros. Here's maybe your 70s Camaro section right through here. There's a bunch of 70s Trans Ams through there, and then pretty nice 50s. Oh, I see Oldsmobile. It's like some Jeeps, different things through here. A couple of 50 Chevys through here. Yeah, 56 Chevy, judging by the emblem here. Looks like it probably be a pretty good restoration candidate. These that'll work through here. I'll keep going on it. This one says no brakes. Yeah, probably no anything. 47 to 53, 5 window, half ton. Nope, 54 or 55 cab at least. Got a 47 to 53 front end on it though. And the 1 ton here, it's also got a 54 cab with a 47 to 53 front end. Oh, someone cut the dash out of that one. It's got the 54 bed though. You can tell a 54 bed is going to be flat. And they also have the stamping on the inside. That's 54 and 55 first series only on these. The bed's actually taller, that's why they went flat. And then the 47 to 53 beds, the side rails are shorter and then they angle up. So you can always tell. And then see, they don't have any of the stamping on the inside, it's just smooth. It's the main way to tell the beds. Some panels, cars over there and stuff. Old, I don't know if it's worth showing, old beat the hell up Ford F-150, 80s. And then I think, so we were able to look at those cars, and since we're able to go here, we're gonna look at these cars on the way back, a little bit of the junkyard that I think we can get into without breaking the rules or offending them, which I definitely want to do. Another one of them funky cars that we saw over there. Fragile. So these are pretty much parts cars, which is the only ones we can really get to and film without, like I said, going against what they asked or wishes on what we did today. So I took the floor out of that one because the old X-frame. 60 and then a 59. Should have hardtop. It would have been nice. Black. That would have been pretty car fit when it was new. Yeah. My dad, he had a buddy that bought one brand spanking new in Lubbock when they came out. I think he just graduated high school, and I guess it's back when teenagers could have a teenager job,
Yeah.
and buy brand new cars. So his buddy,
them out because it was optioned out.
yeah,
Like 348,
and he's got pictures of it. And so they just graduated high school. His buddy, they're both 18. He bought a brand new '59 black 2R hardtop Impala in Lubbock, and they rode, and they with red trim. It was nice. It was an Impala. It was nice, or whatever the top line was for '59. And they road tripped up to Colorado. He's got pictures of them in it and standing, you know, next to mountains and scenic overlooks in it. Really cool. Young 18-year-olds on a road trip in '59 Impala. I like that rearview mirror. That is cool looking. Much luck for that one. So these cars look pretty complete. Some have been pretty well picked over, but
this one's
yeah,
cool.
2-door sedan.
I would love to eventually get me a 59.
59s are cool. I like the 58s a little better personally. I mean, any 50s Chevy, especially 55 and newer, can't really go wrong. They're all got some sort of iconic look to them.
I want a 2-door, no 4-door at all for me.
Yeah.
But people call a lot of the 58 models chrome-mobiles, and when you get to like Oldsmobile and fancier, does still look bulky and chrome. But the Chevy, 58 Chevy looks good. It's well done compared to the rest.
Yeah. Keegan, what are you thinking? Hot, yeah, pretty much. Put our hardtop there. This is supposed to be the 58.9, or I'm sorry, 59 and 60 Chevy section through here. It's like they either scrapped some or sold some, because you can tell there were about 10 or so cars through here that are now gone. You can see the spots where they were sitting. Some more 59s through here. Another one with the floor gone. El Camino, there was it? Yeah, it looks like it was an El Camino. Someone bobbed the tail end off and took some of the quarter paneling out. Another one here, 60 El Camino here. Yeah. This must be a fresh, you can tell they're mowed to here. It looks like they normally didn't have cars here. They've been white with black contrast. That'd be interesting looking.
Wouldn't mind being the guy to weed eat this whole yard.
Some cow patties. I think you got cows that come in here and help keep it eaten down too. Another Willie's panel wagon.
Someone's business truck.
Someone had modernized it a little bit. It's got like a more modern engine in there. A more modern 80s bumper, and the wheels, I'm not even gonna say nothing about that. What's that, Keegan? Cone there's another little hole. It's a funky looking wagon over there. Yeah, someone need to bob that off. Not quite sure what that is. Bel Air here. Not what you think of when you think of Bel Air, but it is the Bel Air.
The low-end Impala.
Yeah, 70s Chevys through here.
22.
72. Yeah. Yeah, the one good thing about either having limited access or being in a smaller yard, that's a nice 67 hardtop there. Yeah, we had some funky paint at one time.
Yeah.
Graphics on it. At least the good thing about being in a smaller yard or limited access to the yard is you can spend more time on the cars. Yesterday at Brown's, they got over 3,500 cars. You just have to kind of blow past so much just to get it all covered. And then just pick a few random ones here and there to focus on. But some Impala there too. That one is about picked clean.
Yeah, no lie.
There's nothing left of that one.
Was a 2-door. It really does go back around the corner.
Yeah, it goes way back. I used to see a bunch of old 30s and 40s cars back and trucks back in there. And it loops around. I think if you watch the old Roadkill episode, I think they were working back in that area on that episode where they bought the car and drove it down to Houston. Yeah. A lot of cars back in there. Yeah. All the 70s Impalas, the ones that no one really ever wanted and probably still don't for the most part. Caprice here. Could have bought a Caprice, I think this style. They had that paint 3-4 years ago. I didn't have the money. It was only $1,700 and it was clean. I think it was out of Oklahoma. It ran, drove. I mean, you could have just driven it home. It was nice. I wanted it pretty bad just because it was so nice. It was the same blue as this.
Dang,
I wanted it pretty bad, but I didn't have enough money. I don't know what I would have done with it. I mean, I just wanted it because it was so cheap and such good shape. It didn't have a lick of rust. Paint was all there. It was really nice shape. Someone was just ready to get rid of it. Yeah, it would have been a good road trip vehicle for stuff like this. So.
Tow trailer too.
Yeah. Looks like they kept this one for the cow. Keep for. Oh, now. Keep for now. I guess its time is limited. It sounds like they're gonna. No, I think this is the stuff they want to keep if they scrap it. Keep the deck lid, rear bumper, AC brackets, power steering pump, and then the rest I guess they'll scrap. Whatever they decide to done with it. Final top ate that roof away, as they seem to do. Same one with the car behind it, and the one back there, holy crap, that one roof is gone. Caprice Classic.
Being around through 2018.
Yeah, I was on the road to Rural recently. I believe it. It's pretty, doesn't look like it should be in a junkyard. It looks like it should be in a parking lot in front of the junkyard, yeah. I mean, that looks like you could probably just spend an afternoon tinkering with it, put a few parts in there, and it'll drive wherever you want to go, I bet. Yeah, that's a... Interior is nice, too. It's a decent little truck, though. I'm surprised. Maybe it's... These might be projects through here. These look like project cars again. Starting with this Ford on down.
Oh, look at it. They're moving
Oh, yeah. That's cool. Moving one out, either to sell, crush, or maybe up to, I think you got a shop over here that they're put them in there to take parts off of. I'm sure it's to do, especially when it's real hot or cold like this. They probably just take up that shop, grab the rear end door, whatever off, and then just bring it back to the spot and put it down in there. That's pretty cool. It's probably another reason why they don't want us back there. Liability, we're over here not paying attention to the forklift come by. Now this one I like, a little short bed step.
I don't think it's factory step.
It might not be.
Well,
Good paint. Yeah, the bed definitely looks like it's off a different truck.
It looks like it's a 50, like a bulldozer.
Well, it's a 67 to 72 bed.
Well,
Oh, no, you're right. No, you are right. Very observant. This is an older bed because, yeah, it had an older fender. Yeah, yeah, it is an older bed.
It might have been factory steps, I bet.
Yeah, and then the holes, those are factory holes and it's not lining up, yeah. Yeah, it looks like it's probably pretty good enough shape to fix. The roof's there. That's the key thing on this style truck. You want that roof to be in decent shape. The rest you can fix. They saw everything from the firewalls, all the floor, back of it. They saw it. I guess you get the whole cab these days, but the roof's the hardest to get fixed. But yeah, a little short bed step. This is a 66 or so, 68, 67 maybe, Ford Galaxy.
It is a Fairlane.
Oh, Fairlane, I'm sorry.
Too small to be a Galaxy.
Sorry. Not much left over.
Look at that white car right there. Monte Carlo.
Yeah, Monte Carlo, it had a decent paint on there.
69 to 72.
Dang.
Looks like you could have driven it anywhere. But
I was gonna say, yeah, it was paint was at least good on it.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I would say definitely most of what you can see from here is mostly 60s and 70s stuff down there. You do see some 30s, 40s, 50s, but definitely mostly 60s, 70s. Yesterday you saw a good mix. A little Austin American there. What is this? This is, I'm not even sure what this is. Here. What does it say right there in front of you? 36? Here, let's not get on it.
36 to 38, 10.
Oh, that's probably an inventory number.
36.
Oh, yeah, with that. So, not even gonna venture a guess. I'm sure someone watching will know. They can tell us.
Yarrow.
I'm just not familiar with that. It's cool looking though. Yeah, maybe it is 36. It says 36 back here too. Yeah, that's cool. Really cool. Nice panel van here. '38 Chevy panel van. I love that half circle. I think I call it jukebox style grill. If I could get any vintage Suburban or truck, like 30s. I don't like a lot of 30s vehicles just because they're beautiful, but you can't drive them anywhere. But I would love a 38 Chevy. That's my favorite year, Chevy probably, and then my favorite year Ford is 37. Another long bed Chevy, 47 to 53. Pontiac hardtop. But those are good looking cars. You never see these restored or anywhere. I mean, hardly ever at least.
Yeah.
But they're nice when you do see them. I like the chrome belt straps, whatever you want to call them, on the hood. It's nice. Interior's gone. Someone took the truck, a lot of the trim off the back. What is this? 2 junkyards in a row with 69 Chargers?
68 or 70.
68 or 70. The other one has just the body, and this one's got less than that. It's got the quarter panel.
But they're expensive, okay?
Yeah, I probably couldn't even afford the quarter panel. This is probably 20, or shoot, I don't know.
10 grand.
10 grand for the quarter
5
panel.
grand.
All right, everybody, thanks for coming along with us on this journey through the CTC Auto Ranch in North Texas. It was a lot of fun. It was very hot. I hope you enjoyed it. We're going to keep trying to find more junkyards to take you to, so we'll see you at the next one. Take care. Bye, guys.